The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Ready up? Hey, go Fury. Set cut.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Right back to Sanders on first down.
And he'll take this down to the 33. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Set. Clock, 10. Strike. Check striking.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Set.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Strike. Strike. Slide, 97. Green Jack. Slide through. Ready?
Throwing, Young.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. You look at this Arizona defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
43 rail. Black shot. Blue, go. White, white. Set, go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Powers through. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Young sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a give right side. Franks able to push his way through. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
560. Steal. Check steal. Hut, hut.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
But you look at this defense.
And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Ready?
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Yellow. Go pink. Drill green.
Young. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll roll him out right. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to widen their advantage. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Drill.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mega.
Now here's Young. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. B.J. Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hey, red. Blaster, 6. Claws red. Set cut.
On 2nd down, Young. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Young's pass complete to DJ Shark. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down.
Zoom black. Black ultra. Rail, yellow. Ready?
Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Set.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Down. Yellow.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
Red, cycle. Smash, red. Steel, black. Ready?
Young will set to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Black shot.
It's Young on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, Franks. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Murray. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that throw is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Let's go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Young, he's going to change it up. Now they'll audible to something else.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ultra. 22 needle. Hey, check mega. Ready.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Motion man is Schwartz. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Needle blue. Fury yellow. Drill green.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Tommy Trimble.
36 yards.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
On 3rd down, Franks. This is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. Stays on his feet. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Yellow.
In
go.
motion right is Mingo.
Blue is striker. 6. Mega. Blaster. 6. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Black Ultra. Set, hut.
From the red zone now, Young. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Second and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Panthers 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. the middle they go. Franks. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a handoff up the middle. Franks. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 30.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Strike. Check strike. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready?
2nd and 6.
Rail. Yellow. Set. Go.
Now Young. Out to his left. And he's going to have to hook up to Schwartz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Strike.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
From the 23, here's 2nd down at 7.
Check Fury. Hey, go steal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Red, cycle, smash, red. Steal, black. Go red. Green jack. Cut.
Now Young. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Light blue, black shot. White, needle blue.
Young now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Able to fight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Franks, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Pushing his way through, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go. 2-2.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Franks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 139 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Butker on for the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Drill green. Blue strikers.
A first down throw for Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Zoom black. 6. Mega. Blaster 6. Claws red. Black ultra. Set cut.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Smash, red. Ready?
Here is Young. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On first down, Franks down to the 42, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franks, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
Ready.
This is 1st and 10.
Set.
Young.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to McBride.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's 1st and 10.
Shield, black. Hey, green. Ready?
Young to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Able to connect with Chark.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Yellow, go. Slide two.
Now Young. And you will find this man Schwartz. That's complete.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up. 1st and 10 here.
Hustle, hustle. Ready.
Here's Young. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's 2nd down.
Black shot. Blue, go. Go red. White, white.
One last shot for Young.
Rolling to his left. Going for it all.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Arizona, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week.